welcome back to my channel. My name's Sabrina and I hope you're having a super sparkly day. Today I did this Gatsby 20s inspired look with this awesome headband. I think this is really cool. And so if you want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. But before you do, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe down below. Now let's hop on into it.
Hey dolls, and welcome to the voiceover. So today I'm going to go ahead and start with some L'Oreal True Match foundation. And I'm just taking this on a flat top kabuki brush and blending it in to kind of go ahead and set my base for this look. I noticed that in lots of pictures that I looked at for like 20s inspired makeup that it wasn't too heavy on foundation and it was a bit more glowy instead of matte. So yeah, I'm just taking this and blending it all in. And then I'm going to go in with some Tarte Shape Tape Concealer just to go underneath my eyes and down my nose and in the middle of my forehead and on my chin to kind of give me a little bit of highlight, and also to conceal a few little places that I had that day. And I'm just taking a damp beauty blender to blend this all in. Then I'm going to set everything with some Wet n Wild powder. I think this is one of my new favorite powders since I had to change from the Maybelline Fit Me, but this is a really good powder. I really like it. And then now onto the eyes. I'm starting out with, of course, my base of the Maybelline Master Prime. You know, this is one of my favorite products for eyeshadows. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend this in with my fingers. And then starting on the eyeshadows. Today I'm taking the Naked Smokey Palette first, and I'm going in with Combust, which is kind of like just a light nude color to kind of give us a base to blend with later on, since this is kind of a dramatic look and it's got a lot of shadows. And so yeah, I'm just going to keep blending this into the eye. And then I'm going to go in with this other palette I had. I kind of wanted to use this Victoria's Secret Smoky palette because it had a brown sparkle color that wasn't in the Smokies palette. So just to kind of deepen up and kind of set, again, a little bit of a base for the darker shadows later on. And all of this I'm just taking on the same big fluffy brush. That way you kind of get a blown out look. And then I'm going in with a little bit of the Urban Decay Smoky shadow in Password to start deepening up the crease in the outer corner. And yeah, again, I'm just using that same fluffy brush to kind of blend everything and make sure everything's blended nicely before we add our pops of gold later on. And then I'm going to go ahead and start deepening up the crease quite a bit in that, like make an outer V shape with the Urban Decay Black Market shadow. This way we get that kind of cat eye look, but a little bit more rounded and blown out at the same time. And then going in with Dirty Sweet and Radar from the Urban Decay palette. This is to get that pop of gold. That way you definitely feel like it's Gatsby inspired. I think this is such a fun, cool look. And I actually ended up, after I filmed this, I went to a Gatsby themed party, so that was pretty fun too. Plus, we're in the 20s, so this is a great look to recreate. And yeah, I just went back and touched everything up a little bit more with that gold and the black and the browns, just to make sure the colors were as vibrant as I wanted them to be. And here we go. I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline with the Maybelline Define the Line. Just since in some of the photos that I saw, they did have more of like a darker smoky feel, kind of like the picture you see here. And then I'm going to go ahead and coat my lashes with the Benefit Roller Lash. I like this mascara. I think it definitely lengthens and curls your eyelashes. And once I've given them a good coat, I'm going to go ahead and go in with some Maybelline City Bronzer just to lightly contour. Again, most of the pictures I saw, they weren't crazily contoured. So yeah, just lightly contoured everything. And then I went in with a little bit of NYX Ombre Blush in Springsweet to get that kind of rosy red look. Since many of the photos that I looked at, they were more like pinky and blush, like a natural blush color, but not too heavy. And then I went in with the Benefit High Beam just to get a little bit of a highlight. You know I can't do anything without any highlight, so I gotta have just a little bit, and I applied this on the top of my nose and on my cheekbones. And this is such a pretty highlight color. It looks really, really natural, and it blends so nicely. And after highlight, I went ahead and lined my lips with this NYX liner in Copenhagen. This is a really, really pretty color, and one of the inspiration photos that I was looking at, she had more of like a dark, reddy brown lip, so this was the perfect color for this. And after I lined my lips, I went in with the Wet n Wild color in Hexcellent. It's a good thing that I applied some lip liner because it kind of does bleed just a wee bit. You gotta really be on top of it and be really aware of where you're placing it, but it is a beautiful color. It's definitely like this dark brown red color. It was absolutely perfect for this. And since this is a more matte lip, I went in with some Hard Candy Plumping Serum lip gloss just to give it that shine, because I thought it needed just a little bit of shine to complete this look. And I also put a little bit of the High Beam right on my Cupid's bow, again just to, you know, make everything a little bit more highlighted and to really emphasize that. And that's it for the makeup look. I think it's super simple, but it's really, really pretty. Again, very 20s inspired. And yeah, so that's it for the makeup, and now we're going to go on to the hair. So this is a super, super simple tutorial. So I just went ahead and parted my hair pretty deeply on the right side, and then I pulled all of it to the side, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in a side ponytail. And I kind of want the tops to be a little bit messy, more like finger combed instead of truly brushed or combed to the side. And so once I have my hair in a ponytail, I'm just going to go ahead and apply a little bit of heat protectant from CHI. And then I'm going to go ahead and start curling my hair just in like little spiral curls with 1-inch sections. And so after each curl, I'm kind of going to let it rest. That way it has time to hold its shape a little bit more before we go on to eventually make this into a curly bun. And yeah, my hair's pretty tangly, so I was trying to comb out some of the knots before I was going to curl each section. And you can kind of do these curls randomly. That's what I usually do. That way you kind of get a random assortment of curls to play with in a little bit. and to help shape your bun. So once my hair's all curled, I'm going to go ahead and start taking those curls and pinning them in a bun shape around the ponytail holder. And usually what I like to do to make sure these stay is to take and put one bobby pin one way and one bobby pin the other, so it makes an X shape. Here you can see I take and kind of curl the curls around my fingers and then just kind of place them around the bun and the ponytail holder to make the shape that I want them to be. That way you end up with this huge curly bun at the end that's really, really pretty. Since I have long hair and I didn't want to try and, you know, do the regular flapper style look of the short bob. And I will say this does take quite a few pins, but in the end it's really, really pretty, and you just kind of have to play with it till you get the shape and curliness of the bun that you want. That way each bun is unique whenever you go to do it. And yeah, this is the last one. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of play with how I want this one to look and where to pin it. And if you don't like the way one of your curls looks, you can always change the shape a little bit by taking the pins and pinning it a specific way, or going back in with the curling iron and curling it so that it lays a certain way. And I also chose to go ahead and pin back my bangs just to kind of give it that swooped look, since most of the 20s looks were very swooped. And now I'm going in with this beautiful headband that I got. I think I actually ordered this off of Etsy, but it's absolutely gorgeous. If I did get it off of Etsy or if I got it off of Amazon, I'll make sure that the link's down below if you want to get yourself one of these. This is a beautiful headband. It's more like Daisy from Gatsby inspired, but it's gorgeous. And I just went ahead so that it would stay in place. I tied it pretty tightly and then bobby pinned it into the back. And that's it for this Gatsby inspired look. If you have other looks that you want me to do, make sure you leave them in the comments down below. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye!